Welcome, welcome. My name's Solange Ellen and I'm recording this little True News update from Nadri Nation, Sandy Creek. It's the 17th of November 2021 and I just wanted to read out a letter that was sent to Donna on the 11th of the 11th regarding Takara's abduction by the DCP. This is sent on a Government of South Australia Department for Child Protection Noarlunga DCP office letterhead, and just the level of criminality really that passes as business as usual. So, dear Donna, read Takara Markwell. We write to reiterate that our staff of the DCP Noarlunga office do not consent to the recording of their interactions with you in the course of their employment by both audio and visual means. We further advise that DCP Noarlunga office staff do not consent to the publication of recordings on any social media platforms or elsewhere on the internet. In the last week, several calls to the DCP Noarlunga office made by you and your associates require termination. This was due to your failure to allow staff an opportunity to speak by continually talking over them. Please cease and desist from your persistent calls of this nature. It is appropriate that you raise your concerns in relation to Takara in the proceedings before the Youth Court. There is no utility in your associates contacting DCP in relation to Takara. Confidentiality requirements prevent the DCP Noarlunga office from providing any information to your associates about child protection matters. As a result of your failure to communicate appropriately after we've stolen your child and holding her hostage, the DCP Noarlunga office will now only communicate with you in writing or through the youth court process. Please provide an updated mailing address if the above address is no longer current. Kind regards, DCP Noarlunga office. Not even a name, no responsible living man or living woman anymore. Nobody wants their name on the record and associated with this because there is no transparency or accountability in the way that the DCP operates. They say it's for confidentiality reasons. This is Donna's matter. This is Donna's daughter. This is her family, and she's decided to go on the public record for her own safety because she knows that she's a targeted whistleblower. She doesn't trust these people that have stolen her daughter and are holding her hostage. She knows the truth about the criminality of these for-profit corporations, and that is the Government of South Australia for-profit corporation, the Department of Child Protection for-profit corporation, and the youth courts that they're saying, oh, we'll deal with this matter through the courts. Well, those courts have no lawful sovereignty. They have no jurisdiction of law. They've been given the opportunity to provide evidence of lawful sovereignty and they failed. And they're essentially a for-profit business operating on the sovereign First Nation soil without permission to trade here. They have no permission to be doing their business, their for-profit business, trading in our human lives and our children's lives. So what we've got is a bunch of people that have all been profiting from the theft of children from families under the guise of child protection. And that's just the truth. That's the reality. And people can deny it and pretend that these false authorities should be trusted, but they have proven themselves completely untrustworthy, not only in Donna and Takara's matter and the outrageous way that they have, Takara's basically being held prisoner right now. Just like they took me and put me in a cage and cut me off from all communication with my family. And I can tell you that is torture. The hardest part of everything I went through was being cut off from communication with my family, the people that I love. You know, we're up to 21 days of Takara not having a hug from her mum, not being free to be able to talk to her friends. She's a 14-year-old young woman with friends. You know, to be cut off from all communication with everyone you know and love is torture. And she's been missing out on her online school as well. Like, it's absolutely outrageous, and the community should be disgusted. So please, share this information and continue to contact the Department for so-called child protection and all of the ministers, anyone in an assumed position of authority, and see if you can find someone that will actually help do an honest review and audit of what's going on in this matter and get Takara home to her family, because that's what needs to happen. That is the lawful instruction of we the people who are in standing with the real law of the land here in the sovereign First Nations. So we are part of our People's Peace Alliance. We are standing with the Ghana national sovereignty and the Ngadjuri Nation sovereignty to be able to give lawful instruction to these system workers to do what is right for the living people. This is not about the profits of the corporation, and it's not about the control of some abusers that are in positions of power that they should not be in. This is not about causing harm to people. That none of that is lawful. None of that. If they say, oh, it's legal. Legal is not lawful. And we need to make the distinction. So the lawful instruction is for anyone honest with any position of influence to make it your business. You are instructed, you have permission, make it your business to review Takara's case as an urgent priority and make arrangements to get her home to her family. That is the right thing to do and the lawful thing to do. And you are supported by the law, the real law, and by the honestly informed will of we the people. And recognised trusted elder Sandy Ross, who has met with Donna, reviewed what's going on and has assessed that it is right that Takara be returned. So let's make that happen. Please keep the pressure on, all of the departments, all of the ministers, everyone that's, pretending that they're involved in child protection. Let's hold them to account and make sure they do the right thing.